And a heated United Nations Security Council meeting has seen Secretary-General Antonio Guterres accuse Israel of breaching international humanitarian law as he called for a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza.
It is important to also recognize the attacks by Hamas did not happen in a vacuum. The Palestinian people have been subjected to 56 years of suffocating occupation. I'm deeply concerned about the clear violations of international humanitarian law that we are witnessing in Gaza. Let me be clear, no party to an armed conflict is above international humanitarian law.
Well, Israel's ambassador to the UN is calling on Antonio Guterres to resign now, saying the UN Secretary-General, who shows understanding for the campaign of mass murder of children, women and the elderly, is not fit to lead the UN and so calls on him to resign. There is no justification or point in talking to those who show compassion for the most terrible atrocities committed against the citizens of Israel and the Jewish people, he said. There are simply no words. These are the other overnight developments if you've just joined us. Hamas now says 5,791 people have been killed by Israeli airstrikes since October 7. The death toll in Israel stands at 1,400. The UN has confirmed an aid convoy of 20 trucks that was due to deliver aid to Gaza will not enter the Strip today. The Australian government will deploy additional Defence Force personnel and aircraft to the Middle East as part of its response to the Israel-Hamas conflict. Acting Prime Minister Richard Marles has announced 2 additional RAAF aircraft as a precautionary measure to support contingency planning and options for the government in case this conflict widens. For security reasons, the exact location and whereabouts will not be disclosed.
The point of this is to support Australian populations that are in the Middle East, and it's really a contingency. We don't know exactly how this is going to play out in the Middle East. Obviously, the situation is volatile. We very much hope that it is contained to Gaza, but we are taking these steps now in the event that matters do get worse, and we're then in a position to support Australian populations.
There are no further government-assisted departure flights planned out of Israel due to diminishing demand.